Malaysia is swearing in the new cabinet at the Istana. You're looking at live pictures out of Malaysia now. A 32-member cabinet was handpicked by newly appointed Prime Minister Muhyiddin Yassin yesterday. That's following weeks of political chaos in Malaysia. There won't be a deputy Prime Minister, at least for now. Instead, 4 senior ministers were named. Among them is Azmin Ali, a key player in the political turmoil that saw Mr. Muhyiddin come to power. The former PKR member is named Senior Minister for International Trade and Industry. UMNO Vice President Ismail Sabri Yaakob is the new Senior Minister for Defence. Now, to break this all down for us, let's cross over now to our senior correspondent, Melissa Goh, who's now in Putrajaya. Now, Mel, the swearing-in ceremony is happening right now as we speak. Can you run through the process with us? What's actually happening there?
Well, it's the first time that Malaysian cabinet ministers are being sworn in here at Istana Melawati in Putrajaya, the second palace for the Malaysian king, often regarded as the royal retreat with a more resort feel surrounding. Now, usually the swearing-in ceremonies are held at the National Palace in Kuala Lumpur. Now, all in 31 ministers and 38 deputies. It took some time for all of them to take their oaths of office, so they did it in batches before the Yang di-Pertuan Agong Sultan Abdullah Riyaduddin. Now, Minister of Trade and Industries, Azmin Ali, who's one of the 4 senior ministers, took the lead by reading the pledges, followed by signing of the appointment letters. Now, it's steeped in royal traditions, held in the throne room in Istana Melawati. The Queen, Tunku Aziza, also graced the ceremony this afternoon. Now, this comes just over a week after the swearing-in of Mr. Muhyiddin as the 8th Prime Minister, after a week of political intrigue and upheavals. They're showing signs, finally, of settling down with the swearing-in. Angela?
Now, Mel, what's next then for the newly sworn-in ministers? Are they heading straight to work?
Well, the ministers have their hands full, that's for sure. Many of them are getting to work straight away. They said there's no time to lose. I mean, I talked to one of them. That's one of the reasons why the ceremony is held in Putrajaya, the administrative capital, because many of the ministers are scheduled to clock in at 4 p.m. at their respective offices in the ministries. I spoke with newly sworn-in Finance Minister Tengku Zafro at the Parliament this morning after he was sworn in as Senator. He said enough time wasted in this country over political wrangling. There's no time to lose. Malaysia needs all hands on deck to wade through the economic storm that's coming our way. Let's listen in.
The biggest challenge today, not just facing Malaysia, but facing all the countries globally, is COVID-19 and more recently yesterday, we've seen the markets react to the so-called challenges on the oil sector. So my focus will be to address some of these challenges, but the key focus will be really looking at coming out with policies that are swift and fast, right? I think what we don't have is time. We need to get back the confidence so that we can make sure that the economy is ready. I mean, the country is ready to face these headwinds.
Now, Mel, what are some of the reactions to Mr. Muhyiddin's cabinet lineup so far? We hear some are not very happy with the number of ministers that have been appointed.
Well, the response from the Malaysian public is quite a mixed bag. Well, some Malaysians I spoke with, they have grown so tired and sick of this non-stop politicking in the country. Some have accepted this new lineup with open arms. They said they will wait and see. After all, the proof is in the pudding. Mr. Muhyiddin has promised a clean government, one that delivers. Only time will tell. But others, especially from the opposition camp, Pakatan Harapan leaders I spoke with last night, they have a different take altogether. It's bloated, first of all. They said it's going to be costly for the country, for the government to maintain. Let's hear what some have to say.
The size of the cabinet is too big. It's too big compared to us. It's about only 53, then about 70 plus. I think it's just not good for the country. I think they have to share the seats of the cabinets to all the parties that supported Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin.
The reality is that there are 50% women in Malaysia. how can 13% represent 13% women in cabinet represent that 50% in the actual population?
Now, with 63 Bumiputras, mainly Malays, and 5 Chinese and 2 ethnic Indians in this large cabinet, many are also pointing out the imbalance in ethnic representations. But only time will tell. In order to secure, to get the buy-in of the people, the only way is to deliver. Many are saying now all eyes will be on the health minister amid the COVID-19 outbreak, and also on Tourism Minister Nancy Shukri, especially as the COVID virus has also disrupted travel and also business operations and so on. So all eyes on both these ministers. They are reporting to work today. In fact, they will be meeting the media soon.